easy table. I think 9-6 is probably more realistic, or 9-5, but it'll really depend on the first couple rounds, I think. I think Veritas will probably take the first 2 rounds just because they are so aggressive. They'll just, I don't know, man. They're so aggressive, it'll take probably a round or two to like adjust to what they're doing.
I wonder if we'll see any special strats for the pistols. I've seen a couple in the EU so far, and some have worked really well, some have just fallen apart completely, and one guy's got like half the team, 4 people, something like that. So we'll see. It looks pretty standard though, although Veritas being extremely defensive.
Wow, look at that. Torix just takes out Chewy, just a single double tap, man. Oh, what the?
Whoa,
Torix
saw
on
that.
the top. Nice flick over onto Kate. That was beautiful. All right,
That was
so
dope.
Torix is stepping up to the plate. Even though this is just the pistol round, 2 frags on apartments. Excellent job. B's under contention. There are some shots being exchanged back and forth. Torix with the 3rd kill. Lunatic gets one as well. That leaves just one Veritas player up. It is Vance. He's on his B. He needs to cover his left. Leviathan takes him out from that balcony. So FGC take the pistol round. Were we expecting that?
Not at all. Especially not from apartments either.
Right.
Torix just runs through apartments and cuts down the middle.
One route that is like no variation in gameplay, right? Apartments is apartments. There's a few ways you can play it, but mostly from B, right? The routes from B to upper or through the cross area. But Torix is just like, I'm just gonna run up these steps, take a person out from the window, and then peek that corner and take out Kate. I mean, that was freaking beautiful. And then he got a 3rd kill after that. Man, oh man. That was insane. Alright, so now this might change the predictions a little bit. I think if Torix can do that consistently in this game, I think it's going to be a very, very close game.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Based on last time as well. I mean, losing 1 player is definitely doable. Losing 2 is... It can be very hard, but you know, if you bring people in that are going to work together, even if they're not as good with the fragging, they can still easily pull it off.
I will say this though, I definitely think this season has been in favor of FGC. Like, definitely season 1, they didn't have like the best performance, right? Like, they showed themselves in the tournament, right? They took out Veritas in the tournament. So towards the end of season 1, I think FGC hit a very nice stride. But in the beginning of season 1, they kind of struggled a little bit. But man, FGC has really like stepped up to the plate. And I think, I don't know if this is why, but I've seen FGC practicing really good teams consistently. So I think they've definitely kind of come into their own and like,
yeah, rinse repeat, practice makes perfect. So
if they win this, I mean, if you beat Veritas, then you could very easily contend with HH. I don't know if FGC's played HH yet. I'm not actually sure on that. But I would say if FGC can hold on in this game, right? Like, I would say they're top 2 this season. And we're off.
Out of the gate.
Looks like Ark had a little bit of flag there. So what are we seeing? An AKM, some 74s, 74U. Veritas is pretty much everyone has an M16, and I bet those are single shot.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah.
We might see some early action here actually. Snell going with a frag into a cafe.
Yep.
Next gets the kill, and the frag is missed as well, so advantage Veritas.
Wow. Basically, teams just ran to their positions and stopped. I was definitely expecting a lot more aggression from Veritas, but...
It seems a little European.
yeah. District is just one of those maps, though, that's been consistently really slow. And I think that it's good to have a map like that in the mix, but I think the game...
Incendiary?
I believe so, yeah. Next
Arc
gets a
actually...
second kill.
Kate just runs straight through, Arc missed it, wasn't peeking, and then DJ Next was there to mop up, so...
Shots being
5v3
exchanged
now.
on B cross. Yep. They move off of B. They don't actually want to cap it. Haven't lost anyone yet, so they don't really want to cap it. Torx with an excellent peek on the cage, takes her out again. Luna responds with a kill as well. At this point, I believe Link is going to try and make his way onto this objective, but Leviathan takes out DJ. It's a frag press for FgC. Torx takes out Vance. What on earth just happened? Veritas just lets 4 members out of nowhere, and it's 3v1. He is on B objective, but man, B objective is so hard to stand. Yeah, and he goes down. Wow. I mean, I was a little worried in that first round, right? Like, Veritas got 2 kills, there was no action, and then all of a sudden, FgC just took out 4 and then 5. Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
that was excellent.
They made the trades work and happen. Usually a team goes down that quickly to 3 players. Good luck for the rest of the round. You know, you got to watch yourself, you got to watch 2 extra lanes. But instead of watching them, they just went, well, they just collapsed on B.
Right? So many angles too. Like, they got shot from middle from Torx, and then they got shot from apartment's balcony. I mean, by the time those comms have come in, hey, there's one, you know, double doors or whatever. By the time these people have turned to look, like, there's another player peeking from a different angle that they aren't covering. Like, that was just really good execution.
Either the comms were incredible, or adrenaline was just so high that they just went crazy. Well, Torx, I think he actually had that on single fire. Took the one shot and then he just stopped.
He had Kate in his sights, but she peppered him.
Yeah, that happens. I've had that happen way too many times.
It's
really frustrating.
Yeah, it's super frustrating.
It's like you forget you had a gun like 2 games ago that was single.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, dang it. That's unfortunate.
Happened to my fell earlier today, I think.
Yeah, yep. Well, it's the same kind of setup. Veritas gets the first kill in like the first 30 seconds, and then there's nothing. We'll see if Veritas actually cap B. Yeah, it looks like they're pulling off. So basically, they're using that blink to draw pressure. But at this point, FgC has to know, like, hey, this point hasn't been capped. Chewy gets a kill onto Akhorst. What is his name? Arcased? Arcased. I always have to say names wrong. That's like a thing. So Link captures Bravo. It's 3v5. Snailman in actually a very interesting spot. I don't think I've seen someone play this angle from this position. Very interesting. He's sitting inside garage looking through. But I mean, that is a popular route by Veritas. That's something they use a lot. So it's very smart for him to play there, but
the thing is, it's all on FgC here because Veritas have 5 members. They also have 2 points. So, yeah, made the move. And gets the first pick onto Vance. And a second double kill. Kate mops up. Snailman's going to react to that now. Especially with Kate taking out Lunatic as well.
Yeah.
Trying to make his way to Alpha, but
FgC needed, but that trade back was very fast by Kate.
I think we're going to see this quite a lot. We're going to see 2-1, 2-2, or even 3-1, and then it's going to come back to 3-3. I'd imagine it's going to go that way.
I'm reminded of Rogue Spear. The stillness before the action.
Yeah.
Right?
It all happens at once.
Calm before the storm, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. That's happened 3 times now. It's all quiet. You can hear the artillery in the background, and all of a sudden it's just BAM!
I will say, it is nice that the timer is 3:30 instead of 4. At least we removed 30 seconds of that. At least.
Just some lag in the stream there. Actually, in my game as well, I had a black screen, so I apologize for that, guys.
Link with some pre-fire down center doesn't get anyone. If Torx can stay alive, I think that's a pretty big... Oh, Vance gets the kill on the Torx just as I was saying that. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Leviathan is contesting B. He is fighting someone on B as well. I believe it's Link who's on this B objective with him. They gotta find each other. Yep, Link is there. He's actually pulling out a flashbang. Flash pop. He's now peeking the corner right into Leviathan. But there are shots coming in all over from that corner. Vance takes out Luna, and he is pushing this top balcony area. So what is FgC doing? Looks like Chewy is just going to sit back on the flank, covering all objectives. FgC is still on this B objective. Levi is still alive. He's taking some shots from multiple angles. It's very hard to do anything from this position, especially when they know where he is. There's 2 security members on this B objective. Leviathan gets the first kill. Can he get the second? He doesn't get the second, though. DJ out. Oh, but Snailman whiffs like 10 shots there, but finally takes out DJ. Man, that was scary.
As well. Yeah, they both whiffed.
2v1. 2v1. Chewy looks like he's looking to come back covering A. He does see the insurgent player, and he takes him out in the glass.
Yeah, that was
really
oh,
close.
that
Leviathan
was either really bad shooting or really good evasive action. I'm not really sure which was better. They were both like left and right, left and right. Like, yeah, try hit me, come on.
Good peonage reference phrase.
Yeah, I think Ark is having some ping spikes a little bit, but
I think he has sound problems actually.
oh really?
Yeah,
'Cause I know-
just before the pistol round he said GG, no sound, I think, so hopefully he gets that fixed. I mean, a timeout would be perfect, just restart the game, and you know, you can't go a game without sounds. It's huge
Well,
in
so
this game.
far his ping is settled, so maybe that is the issue. I saw in the first round his ping spiked to like 150 and then back down, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be any issue right now.
Looks as if they've opted for no crossfire this time through Bravo.
Yeah.
And only Kate on this bottom side of the map towards both apartments and I believe you call that tires or workshop for ourselves and you. But completely, actually leaving that completely. Chewy's just going to hold that from back in the street instead.
Oh, that nade though. Kate is safe. Ah, if that nade had been just to the left.
Looks
She
like
dumps the smoke.
I didn't need that. Only slowing me down.
He threw a response grenade, no kill either. DJ takes out Leviathan. Link takes out Ark. Yeah, it looks like that FGC push is not working out too well. Link captures Bravo, so it's still a 5v. What is it? 2 now? Yeah. Oh no, wait. 4v2. DJ did not respawn. I thought he respawned just in time, but he did not.
Lunatic's taking shots from all over. You can't find
yeah.
him. Just outside coming in. Above actually. Apologies, is above. So looking at 4v1 now. Snailman on his own. Been spotted and Link takes him down. So yeah, 3-1. They got it
That was
together.
rough.
They've got it together. Maybe they just needed that round to work out what they were doing. Ever since they've been able to make those angles and trades work. In fact, not really many trades because there's only been 1/2 going down each round so far since they lost.
I think Torx has died very quickly in these last 2 rounds, and I think that's really been hurting them.
Well, that time Levi and Torx both doubled up, and it looks as if they were trying to push Alpha, and they would have done if they were maybe 2 or 3 seconds quicker, but just got caught out at the last.
Yeah. Well, especially with Chewy, I mean, he's proned up on a box here where he can cover right flank and left flank, and it's very hard to check that area and kill them. I do know FGC likes to double smoke from windows and then drop down. Oh, look at this. Chewy doing some cheaty stuff, leaning on the side of the car. Do you see this? Oh, man, he's prone in the window, looking through. Yeah. Oh, Torx, there you go. Gets a kill onto Kate. Vance responds with a kill onto Levi, so it's full 4v4. Some shots being exchanged back and forth. Archives wins that duel against Link. That means their B pressure is down, but Veritas still have a lot of members who can shoot into this B point from windows. Some bullets coming in and hitting someone, but no kill. Let's see what happens now. FGC does have a pretty strong lead right now. Looks like Ark is going to throw some smoke.
Yeah, Vance actually tagged Torx there in the apartments. It went through the wall and didn't manage to take him out, but pops his head around the corner, gets a frag.
That smoke is really interesting. I'm kind of surprised he peeked that with the smoke in his hand. You can kind of bounce it, right, to get it where he wanted.
Yeah, there's a metal sheet there. He could easily got that in that door if he was trying to push it.
Maybe he didn't expect a player to be there. Torx is on this B objective, though. Nade does come in, doesn't kill him. He's up in these little wooden things here. For these market stalls?
Got 2 inbound though.
And on the ground, weapon collision almost gets him killed, but
Vance nearly kills Chewy as well.
Oh man.
Trigger happy.
Chewy responds and DJ. Oh, I must have lagged. I didn't see that team kill until just now.
Crossfire.
Well, look at that. Look at that. FGC win that round. I mean, that team kill is what lost Veritas that round.
Give me cover, I'm loaded up.
It was like what? 3 security on that B objective, right?
Yeah, in the end, yeah, they came from 3 different angles, but...
And then the team kill, oh, that's brutal.
They were looking for that one guy, they must have known he was down in a barrel. It took him out, but took out a teammate with him, so then they were down to 1, and Snail just right in the back. I guess they must have maybe miscounted or something like that, because they weren't set up for any other angles other than that one guy, and that's...
And, you know, this is actually very different from what we saw Season 1. Like, most of District games were a single kill, and then a ton of waiting, then, like, one kill, then a ton of waiting, and then, like, a team making a play by touching an objective, and then camping the objective for kills. But this game is very much a bit of action, a lull, and then a ton of action for, like, the next 30 seconds. So, like, I'm definitely enjoying this a lot more than I did first season. Torix gets a kill onto Kate, but Kate responds with the arc, while Link takes out Snailman from this balcony area. So it looks like all these Veritas players are changing up their plays. Like, Link is no longer on this B objective, he's playing this balcony. I wonder if they change that to put, you know, their star player against maybe a potential weakness or maybe a potential strength of FgC. So it's definitely interesting that they're not really pressuring B as much before, or that DJ is doing it instead of Link, you know. 3v4. Not much to say. Veritas is basically holding, waiting to capture this objective. I don't know if Torix is going to make a play for this B objective. He might just actually let them cap it. Isn't that big a deal? They're only going to cap back one player, but yeah, they let him take Bravo. At this point, Torix knows there was someone on Bravo. Sees a player. Nice reflex by Torix. Takes out DJ. Torix is now making a run away from that spot where he shot. He knows Veritas is excellent at making those trade calls. Of course, as I say that, Lunatic runs out to where Torix was. But Kate has been respawned back. It's still 4v3. So what does FgC have to do? Well, Veritas own A. They own B. Chewy's watching this right side flank. Their left side flank isn't completely covered, but Kate is watching the left drop area for Insurgents. So FgC is kind of in a tough place here. Like, assaulting B is definitely not something you want to do unless you have a lot of smoke, or, well, that's pretty much it. You want, like, at least 3 smokes just to whore out on this B objective to get on it. But even then, I mean, as soon as you touch it, it's open season for Veritas, so.
Yeah, it looks like Veritas just happy to wait this one out until they, until the end of the round. Chewy still holding this angle.
He's on every car. He knows every spot.
Yeah, every perfect angle.
Like, I mean, to be honest, killing Chewy, that's not easily done.
They could.
Oh, there you go. Vance shuts down the push from FgC to get on this B objective. There are 30 seconds. Looks like FgC is going to try and win this out in the last few seconds of this round. 28 seconds to go. FgC can capture B in time. Kate's going to make her way through the kitchen, take some shots into B. She announces her presence. Some more shots coming in. No kills for her just yet. Some more shots coming in from another Veritas player coming in on the flank. Chewy gets a kill on a Lunatic. There are some shots being exchanged. Link, though, is able to take out Torix. Man, that could have been really close.
It's as you said, explosive action right at the end.
Yeah, they could have easily taken that because, I mean, if Torix actually just stayed down, Link didn't see his feet. He was completely covered from everywhere. No one could find him. So if he just waited it out and used the, well, I guess the element of surprise when they were looking around, they might have just, you know, trodden on him. That definitely could have worked, but.
Well, I don't know. Do you think it's Veritas playing security side? You know, maybe they're more security team? I think a lot of teams actually prefer to play security side, which is different. Well, it used to be Link with a shot onto Arcade. Ooh, that's hard for FgC. Already down a player. It looks like Torix and Levi, the bros, coming in together. I see a smoke. They're doing the FgC smoke play. Gonna throw some. Oh, that was a really bad bounce. That was really unlucky. He threw it and it hit just a bad angle and just dumped off into the alley. But smoke might draw some pressure. Levi with a nice pick on the Vance. DJ responds to kill onto Torix. That's a little unfortunate. Lunatic taking some shots as well. So what have we got to do here? Well, they've got to do something about B because Link is already capturing it. So even if FgC get 2 kills right here, it won't matter because they're going to be brought right back. But at the same time, they can't stop B because it's so hard to get there. Looks like Lunatic made a try. That was actually extremely close. Levi gets the kill onto DJ. Link does capture Bravo, which is really unfortunate. Snailman takes out Link. This might be the few kills they need to get. It's 2v4 right now. Kate turns it into a, what is it, 4v1? Yeah, it's just Snailman. This is going to be rough. He needs to get on this B objective, but Veritas are sprinting from their spawn, trying to get close. At this point, it looks to be Veritas' round, but Snailman can clutch. But Kate pulls out a nade. The nade. Yeah, it looks. That's the thing.
Snowman going for the peak, and
Link
I mean, he had to.
almost missed the peak by Lunatic, or I believe it was Lunatic, right? He was leaning, and on my screen, it looked like he leaned around the corner and then unleaned, and then leaned back, but held the lean a little bit too long, and Link got him on the reaction from the first lean because he leaned into the bullet.
Yeah, you gotta be careful then, because on Bravo, everything's spammable. I mean, apart from those like, sandbags or bags of grain, everything's spammable. So you can't really give yourself away unless you know you're going to get the kill. Because then, if you sit down behind one of those stalls, you're just going to get peppered.
For sure. Still 5-2. I mean, it could be that this map is a lot more security biased than I think most people think, but you never know. Could be FgC plays a much better security side than Insurgent.
Look at Link's position
look at
already.
All these corners Veritas is holding. Wow, Vance. I didn't even see what that was, but it was like a lean into a peek. It was beautiful. Takes the shot actually in the face, but he is still standing. Coming up for a peek again. Archice responds with a kill onto Kate. So it is 3v4. Looks like Vance gets a kill of his own onto Archice. Well, there isn't much to say about this. Right now, FgC needs to make a play, but they're losing members, and they're losing them fast. It leaves just Snailman. He's got to stop B. I mean, if FgC... Oh, wow, he actually takes out Vance. That's excellent. That's exactly what he needs. He's actually running back towards his B objective. Looks like... Yep, trying to peek from a different angle. Very smart, but Link is always there watching that corner. Yep. 6-2. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think, honestly, the biggest problem is FgC is not stopping security from getting into B. And once security is able to get into B, I mean, you can't retake it. FgC has not been able to retake it yet. So
yeah, Link's getting in there far too easily. He's either going straight right or straight across and then to the Insurgent side wall. And you can't give that angle up that early in the round.
I don't know if maybe they're not using enough.
I mean, if they can, they just need to get a nade over there. And if they time it correctly, then Link is out of the game straight away if he's going to try that again. Whether he'll do it on this side, I couldn't tell. I imagine he'll probably try it, but he may try to push through the pawn shop and out through to the barrel on the porch.
Yeah.
See if he can take that.
I would have at least liked to see some smokes from windows, right? Like, hey guys, we're gonna push B. Throw a smoke from apartment windows. Throw a smoke from balcony, right? Like,
yeah,
you can
Torix
smoke off some critical angles.
I mean, Torix had plenty of rounds there where he knew he wasn't contested. Kate was firing a few shots up there, but it was on the stairs, so got plenty of room to move in there. Could easily throw some flashes, smokes, grenades, whatever he chose. He'd easily get them out in cover, which could give you the advantage. So I'm surprised by that.
I think part of it as well is I think with Link changing what he's doing every couple rounds is so big. Like, I think if teams learn how to change their strategy every round, it is extremely hard to beat.
Yeah, here we go. Look, Link is already at the porch and already gets the first pick.
Link knows how to shut down that push. He stopped that cold, and FgC is already down 2 players this round.
Link's going to come behind 2 here if you can time this right. There's one.
There's one.
Torix is just up in the apartments.
Yeah, he gets the second. Link almost getting an ace. Unfortunately, one other player didn't get a kill.
Snailman with a nice one-tap onto Vance. That was beautiful.
Poor Snailman. He is left all to himself. Throws a nice flash. Unfortunately, doesn't help him because you
it's a grinder.
Camp that garage. Yeah. if Insurgents play correctly, security never get past that barrel. That's an impossibility. It's just you can cover it like prone from the road, prone from the garbage, prone from the window. It's just
yeah, you have to sit back from that. There's no point in pushing that unless you're going to push that hard. There's just no
right.
You get nothing from to actually sitting in the garage, because those grenades, the blast radius on those is huge. That if you can get done on the other side of the garage. So.
And see, this is something that I don't think FgC was really prepared for, was this route by Link. If you watch him, there's actually a timing where the Insurgents can basically beat security through those double doors with the addition of that second doorway in the cross area. You can even stand and lean fire with like no ability to die, pretty much. But it looks like they're changing their routes every round. Looks like this time they're going to play it really passive. And look at this, FgC is forced to not play that route because they're afraid of losing players, right? But Veritas is not there, so like they have more pressure on the map than they actually have just by mind gaming FgC, and that's really important. Levi gets a kill, Link gets a kill, so it is a 4-4.
Kate up in the apartments there. I'm not actually sure she's aware that 2 crossed. So Arcade's got a cross, so if Kate decides, you know, that's now clear, Taurus has gone back down the stairs, Arcade gets a free kill. Whether or not she decides to push, I'm not sure. Taurus is going to go for it anyway. Free fires, but Kate's got the angle.
Yeah.
Won't expect the second push though, so our case may be beneficial just to push that.
Link is back to capture B anyway. Like, even if Veritas lost those players, I mean, Veritas is just complete control of B. So, 5v2. Oh, some shots coming in. Take out Levi. He's just got to watch his back. He can hear the player running behind him.
The good thing is, though, Chewy's got that pick and gone straight back into cover. Coming out again now, though. Lunatic's going to have the angle here. May not if he chooses to push.
Right.
Taken by Chewy, yeah. That was a good thing. Chewy didn't push straight away after that, so that's that's caused Lunatic to waste basically 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds just watching the angle when nothing was coming, and then Chewy goes and sets back up and managed to take the second kill as well to close out the round. So 8-2 now. FgC have got to win 6 straight rounds to take it to overtime. Otherwise, it's game over.
Yeah, I think honestly, FgC, it's hard to learn what a team is doing if they're changing it constantly, and I think that's something that 90% of DGL teams just don't, like, they don't value, right? Like, they have a setup and they do it consistently. They might change a few players based on how well it's working.
Yeah, change positions.
Even if it's working, and I think that's something that is something every team needs to pay attention to. And
positions may change,
it's really
but
hard to beat.
Overall, there's not going to be some. Even these 2 and 3 man pushes sometimes, they just do not work.
Yeah. Vance gets a kill, actually, from the balcony. Link gets a kill on the Torx as he tries to run into this B objective. I mean, this is match point, so it's not looking the best for FgC, but it is 3v5, and FgC has been able to get those frags when it counts. Looks like Archives is getting shot from almost every angle. Those AKMs are loud when they're coming in close, but fortunately he does go down, so it is 4v2.
Fans checking the street here. Not
just gonna kind of wait.
Doesn't know that Lunatic's right below.
Oh wow, look at that. Chewy walking around the corner and firing. Like, he had no idea that player was there.
And we're down to Snailman again. Same position. And same
that single
outcome. Next again with a kill in the second consecutive round on. On to Snailman, that's GG, 9-2.
Started off very strong.
Did not expect
very
that.
Strong.
Yeah, I mean, FgC we know didn't have the the normal lineup that they were used to. But nonetheless, the rounds were in the middle, pretty close. But the trades were always going to Veritas. They always closed it out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some of those rounds were like honestly, the first 3 rounds were just excellent. Like, really, really good, and then things kind of fell apart. And I think part of that is Veritas is changing what they're doing, right? Like, if strategy for FgC is working, then it's not going to work the fourth round because Veritas is no longer, putting a player there or no longer forcing that. Like, I think
Exactly.
I think what they changed, I think that they were, I think the fact that they were changing what they were doing while still remaining all, I don't know the word for it, but like they were changing what they were doing, but they lost no pressure on the map, right?
By that, do you mean just being really adaptive, or?
Well, like,
Yeah.
for example, one round they had players pushing into B, right? They took control of the map from that player at B. Then the next round, they didn't put anyone on B, but they still had full control from all these other spots.
Yeah, they would
So
push
it's
someone on
like,
balcony instead, or they would go 2 in
Mhm.
cafe, in diner, and yeah, it didn't matter what they did. They always had that Bravo cap on lockdown from one angle
For
or the
so many
other.
different places, too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was beautiful. I
And
think,
once FgC got comfortable with one setup, one angle, they would be in the other. So it was just mind games throughout, I think.
Mhm. And I think I love that. We
That's the
played
comp.
Veritas, and it works. Like, oh, okay, this person is playing this way every round. So then you try to counter it, right? And then no one does that. So because you're changing what you've planned to do, most of the time, if you're adapting on the fly, you're leaving holes, right? And Veritas will find those holes and they'll plug them. Giggity.
You had to get that in there.
You had
Had
to get that in
there.
there.
But like, man,
I
on
thought-
Veritas on market, it was the same thing. Like one round, Link was flanking from